Hey guys, what's up? This is Brian with Pioneer Critical Power, and today I am going to walk you through a basic installation of the GenTracker monitoring system. So when you order your monitor from GenTracker, you will get two things. This is for the basic installation. There is also an expansion pack that is for Modbus. So you can use this even if your gen has Modbus, you can obviously still use this, but if you want to use the Modbus connection, then you have to get the expansion pack. So for this one, I'm just going to show you the basic installation and what it entails. So this is the ultrasonic fuel sensor, and I'll take that out in a second. And this is the GenTracker package. So let's check out what comes in here. So these are some more voltage sensors. Comes with a little menu, diagram explaining everything, some stickers. So this is this is 2 voltage sensors, and then in this box are the rest. So let's see here. Okay, so there's 3 here, and then there's going to be 2 in here. So these are the voltage sensors, and all you do is, you see where there's a little cut right here, and down at the bottom you're going to use zip ties that they do give you. So they include some zip ties, the antenna, and a little rubber grommet. So when you run the antenna through the generator and you go to put the antenna in the actual GenTracker monitor, you can drill out a hole and then put this in there so that when the gen is running, it doesn't vibrate over time and cut through the antenna connection. Okay, so let me just go over what these are real quick and how you would use them. So you're gonna use, there's 5 of them in this kit. 3 are gonna go onto the utility legs, 1 will go onto the emergency leg, and 1 will go onto the building leg. Okay, do not put these on the neutrals, only on the hots. That's very important. So you will get 5 of these, 3 on utility, 1 on emergency, 1 on building. When you put these onto the leg and you put your zip ties around these, obviously you have to be extremely careful, wear the proper PPE. You are dealing with high voltage that can kill you or someone else, so be very careful. These have 3 wires in there, red, black, and white. So all 5 of these are going to have the 3 wires inside of them. Okay, you will strip it back so that you can see all 3 wires. They will be red, black, and white. Strip all of them back, you know, a good bit so that you have some room to play with and everything. And what you're going to do is you're going to take all the reds from all 5 of these voltage sensors, and you are going to put all of the reds with one of the wires that you have pulled from the generator to the transfer switch. Okay, so all the reds are going to go on a wire, and obviously you're going to pull 5 wires from the generator to the transfer switch. All right, so we got the gen right here, and I had them, you know, open up the electrical room. So gen's over here, electrical room's here. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3 transfer switches. Go to the easiest one. You know, sometimes that's not the one with the biggest load, but unfortunately you got to do what you got to do. As you can tell, we have a trough, so we got very lucky. Let's look outside. Yeah, I already started the job a little bit just to see. So you know, you look and see, we took off this LB. There's all the control wiring that has already been ran to the gen. That's going to be the feeders. So, you know, put your fish tape through. I got really lucky. I'm, you know, doing these by myself, so. And we have the fish tape right here. So we're going to pull, like I said, the 5 wires. So all the reds are going to go on a wire. All the blacks from the voltage sensors are going to go on a wire. Okay, so that's 2 wires. You have 3 left. So all the reds, all the blacks. Then you're going to put the 3 whites that you have tied to the utility legs. Because remember I said 3 on utility, 1 on building, 1 on an emergency. So the 3 whites that are on utility are going to go onto a wire. So you've used 3 wires now of the 5 that you've pulled from the generator to the transfer switch. Okay? Then you're going to take the white from emergency and put that on a wire. And then the same for the building. You'll take the white from the building voltage sensor and hook that up to a wire. And that equals the 5 wires that you have pulled in. Utility, 1 load, 1 generator. All the blacks from all 5 of them go together on a wire. All the reds from all of them go together on a wire. The 3 whites from utility go on a wire. The 1 white from load goes on a wire. The 1 white from the generator goes on the wire. That equals 5 wires. I have my 2 for the 2-wire start. It's going to go onto the controller. There's 3 and 4 right there. The rest of them are coming through here. I have my fuel sensor wires, black, yellow, and red. That's going to be sitting right there. We'll strap these up, make it look nice. Have the box mounted right now. Gonna run my battery power now. And we should be all set. Open this up and see what is in here. Okay, so this is the GenTracker board. This is the antenna. We'll just keep this right here. That's the SIM, so that it gets the service. These can be hooked up to batteries, positive and negative. I haven't been using those. I'll show you what I have been using. So when you have your wires ran from your generator to the transfer switch, you obviously need to have them long enough. I'll show you exactly how you're going to hook up the 5 wires and the other wires needed to complete this installation. Okay, the 5 wires that you have from the transfer switch to the generator are going to be ran most likely through near the alternator, through the controller that is there for the generator, through the controller, and you will end up mounting this on the back of the controller. So you'll have this standing up on the controller. You will drill a hole with a unibit through the back of the controller, so that this can be mounted on there and the wires can pass through the controller, through here, and come out and hook up to these 3 terminal blocks. You're also going to drill a hole on the other side wherever, so that you can bring your antenna and have it go through and then hook up to it right in here. Okay, so let's take a look at these 3 terminal blocks. Okay, so the first one, ground, DC positive, AC, AC, TS, TS. So this is how I hook up my battery on this one, and the TS, TS is for 2-wire start. AC, AC is for a transformer or a wall plug if you were going to use, but that we're not using. We're going to use the battery at the generator. We will bring a red and a black for the ground and DC positive. From the battery, the generator battery, we'll use wire loom to keep the wire safe, and we will route it up into this, and we'll put the black on ground, the red on positive. We won't use AC, AC. And for TS, TS, you will use the 2-wire starts, and you will jump from there and hook them up here. On Kohlers, it's 3 and 4. A lot of the time it's 3 and 4, but you will just jump from the 2-wire start that's in the actual generator controller, and you will jump it to TS and TS, okay? Now let's look at the second one. Aux 1, 2, 3, 4, COM, YL, RD, BK. So black, red, yellow. And I'm saying that because this is for the ultrasonic fuel sensor, and I'll show you that in a second. You know, we'll put it right in there. And then I'll show you how to hook these up too. I'll get back to you in a sec. Alright, so we are going to have to use that adapter. Obviously, you know, I'm just checking to see the height. I'm going to go ahead and so, installed the fuel sensor. Used wire loom, had this nice and wrapped up, so, you know, if water somehow gets in here, it's not going to get into the connection. Routed it up. I have these are both mine, battery and the fuel sensor, and I have it going right in there so that it's nice and neat. I have the antenna routed and strapped so that it will not move. COM aux, these are a set of dry contacts, and they're used for any other faults that you want to program. We will not be using these for today's installation. Okay? The yellow, red, and black. Very simple. Like I said, it's for the ultrasonic fuel sensor. You're going to run a black from here, route it through all the way to where you have this installed on the tank, and hook the wires up. So that takes care of those. And now we will go on to the 3rd terminal block.